Hi guys and girls, John Moore with you again, and this time another episode of What's in the Box. This time, what's in the box? First of all, what box? The box is, this time is the Tamiya T34/76 barrel. And it's the 1943 production model, kit number 35059. And they say it's a ready to assemble precision model kit. It was originally produced in 1975. They haven't done anything with it, so therefore it's not reboxed or anything. This is the original box, 1975. Not that this actual kit was made in 1975. The moulding was actually made in 1975. This could be made 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It doesn't matter when. Let's see what's in the box. This is what it's all about. I know there's plenty of inbox reviews done of this kit. It's been out so long. I just thought I'd do my one for my own records and things like that. Let's have a look at the box. There's nothing really. It's just the typical old Tamiya box. Gives you two kind of paint options here at the side. Cover art at the top, advertising some of their other kits, the KV1, the Sherman. I think that's the Korean version Sherman, actually, if it's got that big mouth thing on the front of it. They did that for the Korea. Tiger 1 and Panzer 3. So that's basically the box. What we're here for is what's in the box, not the box itself. We don't buy it because it's got a lovely box. We buy it for all this stuff, all the plastic, the styrene. Right, we've got a bag here. It's got two pieces, two screws inside it, and the decal sheet, or decal sheet. Lower hull, upper hull. We have a bag here with bits. We have a bag of wheels, and we have another bag with some more bits and some polycaps. We'll have a closer look at these now in a while. We've got a set of plastic, vinyl or rubber tracks. I don't know exactly what they are yet. We've got, what was that? Oh yes, we've got a little metal bar here and a nut and a bolt. Thank you. And we've got instructions, two sets of instructions. One set is in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't need that set of instructions. This set, however, I do need. This is the set in English. And it gives some nice explanations on the tank. Breakdown of the formation of a Russian tank brigade. Some nice pictures of it there. Loads of information, actually. It gives you some nice painting options, gives you a camouflage option, which I like. Some explanations of what some parts are and things, and the decal options. It's the pull-out version. Pull-out instructions. There's 8 steps. So I'd say it's not going to be, if you build it out of the box, that is, it's not going to be a major build. It's all done in the painting and the weathering, unless of course you're Mr. Non-Prolific 1/35 scratch model maker. Then you're not happy with your kit and you're going to destroy everything and redo it all yourself anyway, which Jens is doing. Actually, I'll put up a link onto Jens's channel. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe to this chap, the Non-Prolific 135th model maker. I'm going to get it wrong. Anyway, he gets a model and basically does some amount of scratch building on it. It's absolutely fabulous. And what he's doing with one of these at the moment is absolutely brilliant. He's putting in working suspension, put grills on the back. I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to go near enough out of the box. I will do a little bit of scratch building, but not much. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I'll pause this, and what we'll do is we'll have a zoom in and we'll look at the parts. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Have a good look at the parts. Right, first off, we look at sprue, which is not marked. I was going to say I'd be all professional and say this is sprue A or sprue B. It's not marked. Anyway, let's have a close look at these pieces. We've got the turret, obviously, upper and lower part of the turret with the top of the turret. Not so much surface detail, but they didn't really go in for that very much back in 1975. So that's the first sprue. It's one of the smaller sprues. I'll just play around here with my camera. Right, that's one of the small sprues, which has got the upper and lower part of the turret. Two different ones here. Whether it gives you an option to, I do not know. Anyway, that's sprue number. The first is big sprues, small sprues, should I say. Next sprue, we've got some figures. If I can zoom in there. If I just give it a little bit of light, it might help, or make it worse again. No, that's only making it worse. Actually, it's not actually that worse. Right, there. Yeah, that light is. Whoa, that light is upsetting. Right, we got some spare track parts. We've got a gun mantlet. Reasonably moulded. A lot better than I was expecting, to be quite honest with you, because I was not expecting much, not for a cheapish kit. Got it from E-Models. It was only £17.99. That's the English price. Got it delivered from them as well. Very, very nice chaps to deal with. Really, really nice chaps to deal with, the lads in E-Models. When we're finished looking at these, I just got another little thing to say about them. But yeah, the mouldings in these are the tyres. They're actually, the road wheels, they're actually quite good. There's no major seam lines on them, so they should clean up quite nicely. That's the wheels, nicely moulded. On to the next sprue. There isn't many sprues, so this shouldn't take too long. We've got the back of the tank. We've got the fuel things, which they've got some nice dimpling, you know, damaged dimples like, and some spare track links. They'll get placed on the side. We've got the tow cables. We'll be making my own, but I'll be using the ends. That'll probably be the only bit of scratch building I'll do to it. There's that rear grille. Now, if you want to see a good job done on that, click onto Jens's one and you see what he did with that. He thinned it all out, put in cut each of these pieces out, put a grill in behind. Oh, absolute fabulous work, absolutely fabulous work. Whether or not I'll go that far, I do not know yet. Depends. But what Jens did with it was unbelievable. And finally, the last sprue. We've just got a few more wheels, as if we haven't got enough already. What appears to be a grab rail, or a railing, which goes down the side of the tank. And we've got some hatches and some little bits of stowage, not the best. Actually, that stowage for the 1975 kits is actually quite good. I have seen lots of it before in the past, and it's got that hollow back, and it just looks with big horrible seam lines. It looks horrible, but I'm not, you know, a little bit of flash here. But apart from that, they're actually quite good. They're actually quite good. And the wooden boxes, see what it, zoom in on them now, because it's actually got a bit of wood grain. They're perfect like that, look. Zoomed in there for a second or two. Zooming in and out. But anyway, yeah, there's wood grain on it and it's quite nice. It comes with 3 figures, commander, loader and a driver. The commander has got 3 hands. Why the person got 3 hands? So you have an option of him firing the flare gun or holding on to the top. I am going to use the figures, believe it or not, and I'm actually going to do it in winter camouflage because it's a technique that I want to try. The hairspray technique, and I want to try it. So what better to try it on than a T34? So there's the upper hull, nicely moulded, nice and crisp. Like I said, for a 1975 model, this is actually quite good. I've seen a lot of the older ones that I've had, and I've noticed that the mouldings aren't as defined. Now here's a spot that will have to be filled, because that's where the motor goes in the front drive for it, and it's got to have plenty of air in around it with the motor. Because if you notice that when you fit the top onto the hull, like so, look at the amount of bleed through light over there. Wow, unnatural. And what that is down to is the fact that the bottom section here is open. Now the reason for that is so that the motor inside doesn't overheat. You know, practical, but there's no motor in it. I'm not putting a motor in it, so therefore I'll have to fill those. Now Jens uses a bit of styrene. I'm not going to use a bit of styrene for it. I will show you my cheap styrene, shall we say. You'll see it in the build. I'll show it to you in the build. But basically that's the upper and lower hulls. Not major, nothing, no detail whatsoever on the bottom, unless you want to add it yourself. Lots of filling to be done, filling all these things where the switches and dials and knobs go. So finally then we get some polycaps with some covers. We get this bar, which we've already seen. The tracks. Now, the tracks. Detail wise on the tracks, if you zoom in on it, it's there, but they are so thin that any bit of weathering at all, and that's gone then. And I'm actually going to use these, believe it or not. I'm going to use these if you want to watch the build. And the reason is to show, for one, that you can make nasty looking tracks work and work nice, because I know I'm going to get them nice. And 2, you don't need to go off and spend a fortune on aftermarket. And 3, I don't have a fortune to spend on aftermarket, which is the most important part of it at all. And finally we've got the decals, transfers, stickers. And it gives you a couple of nice options there for them, and some numbers, so you can make it whatever number you want. You don't have to stick to a specific number of tank. Now, and finally, the last part of it is the instructions themselves, which I kind of already been through. Step by step, start off like most armour, assembling your wheels, putting the wheels onto the tub, putting on the front of it, sorting out hatches, fitting the exhausts. No, they're the little fitting knobs inside for the thing to go together. Fitting all the bits on the top, making the gun, making the turret, and finally fitting the turret. Fitting the turret on. So there's only 8 steps, and it's not going to take that long. well, you can take as long as you want, really. You could, depends on how much scratch building you want to do to it. It depends on how much time you've got to spend on it. And I suppose that would be it. Anyway, let's have a excuse me. Like I said, I'll have a little chat about what e-models. The other day, well, last week I ordered the model and got to get an email request sent for the postage and packing. So I got that same day, paid it, thought nothing of it. That was on the Thursday. On the following Tuesday, I got an email from eModel saying that, there's an invoice there for £6.10 postage and packing to be paid. So I just clicked pay and it paid it. Then I was thinking to myself, hang on a second, I already paid that postage and packing on that kit. So I phoned them up, as you would, and said, so you have to charge me twice here for this, but they couldn't be more apologetic. At the start, he couldn't find out where they went wrong, and then spotted where they'd made their mistake, apologised. He couldn't be more apologetic, and he was so nice about it. I said, don't worry. He said, look, I'll refund that straight away. I said, look, hang on a second. I said, I'd forgotten to order a bottle of Tamiya extra thin. So if you just stick that in with it, that would save me ordering one and paying a fortune for postage and packing. So I said, we call it quits to that. And I said, I'll be thrilled to bits because it actually saves me in the longer run. So he said, no problem, you stick in a bottle of that. So package arrived today from the post. Opened up the box, and all I could see were the packing peanuts, whatever things you call it. And on top of the packing peanuts were these. Couple of packets of Haribo sweets, which I'm sure Abby will love, and not one, but 2 bottles of Tamiya extra thin. So thank you very, very much, eModels. That is appreciated, and thank you. I'll stick a link in the bottom of the this as well to eModels. You should go there, lads. They're some fabulous kits. Very, very, very nice to deal with. I'm not just going by this. I've rang them up in the past, because when they're shipping to overseas, you've got to get a separate invoice for your postage and packing. Why, I don't know, but that's just the way it goes. But when you phone them up, they are so nice to deal with. So nice. It's beyond belief, really. And I'll just show you another little thing, little personal things. Like there's the invoice from them. But I keep all my invoices. Here's a previous invoice from them when I got a kit from them, and it was basically enjoy the M-Build, James and Gav. So, little personal things like that. Same when you buy stuff from UMP. There's always a little note inside saying thank you for your custom. These little things, they mean a lot. That's good business, and eModels will definitely get my custom again. So anyway, that's my inbox review for the T34 76. I'll be starting building that ASAP, and we'll start doing a build series on it. I'm not going to do major amounts of scratch building, but I'll do a little bit, just to make it that little bit different. And as I said, I am going to use the hairspray method and give it a whitewashing. So if you like that, stick around for it. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget, hit the old like button, the old thumbs up or the thumbs down. It's up to you. Anyway, catch you up in the next one. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your building. Enjoy your modelling. We do it because we enjoy it. We do it because it's fun. It's fun for us.